growing up as a kid, yeah. All a nigga wanna have was a Burberry scarf and $3 in my pocket. Instead I got beat with a switch, but I don't give a fuck, but it's on my body. Scars all up on me, but I run around from.
Dwayne Haskins is going to surprise a lot of people this upcoming NFL season with the Washington Redskins. This offseason, during the pandemic that's going on, I don't think no quarterback this offseason other than Jameis Winston has worked as hard as Dwayne Haskins. Dwayne Haskins has lost a lot of weight. He was like 230 something. Now he's 220 pounds. Some websites even say that he's 218 pounds, right? Dwayne Haskins, not only has he lost weight, but he's also gotten better as a quarterback. His footwork, he's been working on that. He's been working on his mechanics. He's been working on everything. Dwayne Haskins, when the season begins, is going to be an entirely different quarterback from what you saw in 2019. He's going to be faster, which means he's going to be able to do a little bit more inside the pocket. He's going to be able to extend plays. He's also going to be able to pick up a little bit more yardage now that he's going to be a little bit more faster. His footwork is going to be better. His mechanics should be better. Dwayne Haskins might be the most improved player going into the 2020 NFL season. Now, I know that's crazy to say because the NFL season has began and anything like that. We haven't even saw Dwayne Haskins play a game in full pads yet. But with the work that Dwayne Haskins has been putting in this offseason, I think it's going to end up paying off. You are going to see an entirely different quarterback in 2020 from what you saw in 2019. Now, a lot of people criticize and trash Dwayne Haskins based on what he did last season. A lot of people keep saying he's like the worst quarterback in the NFL going into this season. And I mean, I know he had an underwhelming rookie season, but you got to look at the situation. The Washington Redskins last season were an absolute train wreck. They fired the coaching staff near the end of the season. Dwayne Haskins has to come in under just a lot of entire chaos. Like it was just really chaotic. And there's no way you can convince me that any other quarterback in the NFL that was placed in Dwayne Haskins' situation last season would have did better or would have any success at all. They had a coaching change in the near end of the season, got rid of the head coach, and plus the offensive line wasn't great. The whole team just was not good. So, I mean, there's not a lot of quarterbacks that would be equipped to handle that situation. So, I mean, a lot of people trash on Dwayne Haskins. I think it's pretty unfair. The guy was a rookie quarterback. I don't think no rookie quarterback could have had success when you look at what that Washington Redskins team was last season. Now you bring in Ron Rivera. The offense should be a lot better than what it was last season. You're going to have one of the best defenses in the NFL. The Washington Redskins are going to have a top 5 defense this year, without a doubt in my head. So, I mean, Dwayne Haskins, I mean, he's not going to be asked to do that much. I've said it so many times, but I'm going to say it again. Dwayne Haskins isn't going to be asked to throw the football 30 and 40 times a game. Ron Rivera likes to rely on his defense in tight games, and he likes to run the football, pass the ball when need be. So, Dwayne Haskins, on average, should probably only be throwing the football around, 19 through 23 times a game at most? Now, some games he is going to have to throw the ball more than 30 times and things like that. You know it's a pass league. You're not going to be able to completely go an entire season without having to throw the ball at least 30 times. But, I mean, ideally, he should only be throwing the football around 24 times a game, which is way less than the league average. So, I mean, when you look at Dwayne Haskins going into this year, you got Terry McLaurin, who is, without a doubt, the best receiver on the Washington Redskins roster. You're also going to have a loaded group of halfbacks behind him in the backfield. Hopefully, the offensive line is better than what it was last season. It's a lot of reason, if you're a Washington Redskins fan, to be optimistic about Dwayne Haskins going into this year. I think Dwayne Haskins may end up being the most improved player in the NFL at the end of the 2020 NFL season. Like, if the NFL gave out the most improved player award like they do in the NBA, I think it could end up being Dwayne Haskins. I mean, he's lost weight. He's in shape. He's working on his footwork, his mechanics. Dwayne Haskins is going to be a different quarterback than what he was last season. And he's going to surprise a lot of people with the Washington Redskins this NFL season.